Good morning, Crossroads South. Welcome back to Tuesday. First of all, let's just start. It is Tuesday, January 7th. It is an A day today, and you'll be jumping right into your schedule. I do want to retract my statement about snow yesterday. You know, everybody makes mistakes. So I was talking big yesterday saying, there's no snow, and then look what happened. So that comes back on me. But hopefully it looks like we're going to have a pretty snowy January, so we're going to have to get used to a few things, especially concerning wearing coats. Coats are okay in middle school. In fact, they're encouraged so that you stay warm. Number two, we're going to have to remember that when I tell you not to touch the snow, I'm telling you not to touch the snow. I had to fail a few students in listening to directions yesterday as I went outside and people were still touching the snow. So that's another thing we're going to work on. And number three, we're going to make sure that we're safe and we're making sure that you're just, paying attention to all the weather advisory things. And if Mr. Fetter is the one, he's our superintendent, Mr. Fetter is the one that makes the calls. I don't get to decide if there's a snow day or delayed opening or an early release based on weather. It is all coming from Mr. Fetter and central office. And they make the decisions and then they notify us. Sometimes they'll send out the auto dialer and not tell us, and we find out when you find out. So just keep in mind that that's how that goes. All right, let's move on to a few other things. So I forgot, this is like mistake January for me. I forgot to send out the good standing email yesterday, so I will get that done this morning. I will let you know. If you're planning to stay after school without your parents bringing you back or a guardian bringing you back, you must fill out that good standing form. And remember, I am going to decline any students whose behavior is questionable. And that means not being in class, having your phone out. We need to reset a whole bunch of expectations of your phones are away in the locker. They shouldn't be on you. I shouldn't see the earbuds here. Some kids are trying to hide them in their hoods or in their hair. And it's like, yeah, they're attached to something. So make sure that that's all away. That is something that would impact behavior. Being in class, doing your work in class, that's something that impacts behavior and good standing. So you want to make sure that if I were to ask any of your teachers, is so-and-so in good standing, have they been behaving, that they would say absolutely no problems at all. So that's what I'm talking about when it comes to behavior. All right, so that'll be coming. Today we have a boys home game and the girls basketball team is away. We wish you all the best. And I believe there's another home game. Don't quote me on this. I believe there's another one on Thursday and Friday, and I know there's a couple things happening then. So we'll listen to the after-school announcements, or the afternoon announcements rather, and we'll have all of our sports schedule there. All right, I do have another announcement, and this is really specifically targeted to the Omega unit. Omega, Mrs. Ventry reached out and let me know that you also were working on creating bills as part of your social studies curriculum, and there are 2 bills that have been brought to my attention. Now, this is where the whole school clicks in, because there's 2 bills. One is on dress code, and one is on Encore options, and I've read through all the bills, very well authored. Excellent work, but I have to ponder some things and I have to decide if I'm going to go ahead and sign the executive order to consider these, because, sorry about the bell, because these bills are not just something that I can make the decision here at Crossroads South, but they are worthy of study. So if I sign an executive order, it would be worthy of study for me to bring it to my boss, Mr. Fetter, and see if there's something that we can do here in South Brunswick. So more to come on that. Very well done, very well authored. I am super proud of you, and you gave me a lot to consider. And I appreciate both stances. I appreciate that as a student body, you're bringing about some issues that our school needs to address. If any of you have other issues that you think need to be addressed, you let me know. I'd be happy to consider them, because this is all about us working together. All right, my last announcement today is about 8th grade. 8th graders, it is coming to that time. It seems strange that you are going to be scheduling for the high school. I mentioned this yesterday. On Friday, the high school is coming and they are going to give you a presentation. I expect excellent behavior. This is your first opportunity to leave a very good impression on the staff from the high school and the counselors as they come down and share with you information about the high school. I know our counselors are going to be meeting with you the day before on Thursday to give you some pre-information about what are credits, what are course requirements, what are graduation requirements. It's just kind of to help demystify the high school scheduling process for you. And then on Friday, that pre-teaching that will happen on Thursday Thursday will help support you on Friday when the high school comes in and talks about all of these things. Remember, at the end of the day, at this point, you're only really making two decisions. They're not giant decisions, but you're only really making two decisions, and we'll help you through all of that. The rest of your courses will be scheduled as they have been here in middle school. Everybody has to take English, everybody has to take math, everybody has to take social studies, everybody has to take science, and everybody has to take PE. Those are absolute requirements. And then the other things are choice driven. So we'll come back to that. But that is happening on Friday, okay? All right, folks, that concludes our morning announcements for today. Plenty of information shared. I hope you have a fantastic day, but please stand for the salute to our flag. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Have an awesome day, Crossroads.